Hello, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing the debut album of collaborative group Vemt. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. But this is the first album, collaborative group between Irv and I already forgot who else it is. But basically this is a collaborative album composed of some ambient instrumental tracks, kind of around horrorcore, that kind of genre. And normally I don't review this kind of stuff, but I was specifically requested by Irv to do it, so I was like, sure, why not, you know, and be good for me to dabble in other genres that I review, because up until this point I have solely reviewed rap. So yeah, I listened to this album a couple times, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I really quite like it. I think it's a really well produced, well mixed, well mastered, well executed, fully complete kind of album. I don't have much to critique about it other than the fact that at certain points throughout the album, within certain songs, there are bits where it gets very repetitive and it goes on with the same kind of melodic thing or motif for a minute or two, but then it goes into another idea musically that I really enjoy. And I think your ability to tolerate such ugly and distorted and horror kind of based sounds is really going to determine whether you find this album of interest to you at all. But for me, this was really interesting. It was really spooky, and I guess that's what they were trying to go for. And I really enjoyed that factor because it excited me and it made me wonder what was going to come next. And even though there's no vocals, it was really encapsulating, and it was really captivating, and I really quite enjoyed it. And throughout it, the project just seemed to get scarier and scarier, and that's something I really can quite admire, because when you're making a project like this, just instrumentals, it can be hard to carry through a musical idea or a motif throughout the whole thing, but they managed to do that very well, so I gotta give them props on that. Once again, the only major critique I have is that at certain points throughout certain songs it becomes very repetitive, a little bit boring, but then they hop right back on some other very interesting, scary instrumentals, and it's all very well produced, and so that really adds to the scariness factor and the spookiness factor and the interest and attention that the listener is paying while they are experiencing the album. And so that was something I really enjoyed. And overall, you know, I can't really say much about this. I just really quite enjoyed it. I thought it was a very solid album full of instrumentals. The one obviously critique I would say is you gotta switch it up very frequently. You can't just have the same kind of thing going for 2 minutes, because then it becomes kind of repetitive. That was my only major critique, but other than that, I really quite enjoyed this album. It was very spooky and scary, and I think it served the purpose that it did, especially for a debut album. I think it really accomplished the goals that it set out to achieve, and very well, as a matter of fact. So I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Peace. Take care. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Goodbye.